last year's runner-up, Eyeball Splash, versus X Authentic Breed. And Splash did not disappoint.
That was the first game of the day, like you saw, like it was just like, oh, Splash is already ready. He's ready to he set the tone.
Splash would reign 3 after 3 until X Authentic Breed rage quit in the third quarter. Splash advanced with a 58-33 victory. One of the favorites to win it all, Jin Shiesty, was in a nail-biter versus Most Fear Dong. It took a late Scottie Pippen 3 to ice the 71-65 victory. Jin Shiesty advances to round 2. In round 2, 15th seeded 11 Assassin looked to cause another upset versus 10th seeded L.
Let's hear it for the starting five for your New Orleans Pelicans. At guard, 6'6", number 6.
2K Sports, some terrific new faces in the league, and as we have about a month left to play in this season, what better time than now to see who has stood out and shown they have the skill and talent to take home the Rookie of the Year award. And you look at Dosunmu. You know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And the crop of young talent coming into the league this year, especially this group, has painted a very bright picture for the future of the NBA.
You see such great physical ability across the board with these young players. Some guys' polished skills are so impressive, but who becomes the star usually comes down to who puts in the most work.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Williams is out there with Green, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Alexander Walker and Ingram share wing duty. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. And it's Graham in at the one.
And it seems like we have an invasion of players in the league from Canada. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, one of the latest first-round picks from the North.
Yep, 2019 GA, Alexander Walker, 17th pick in the draft. And he's really close to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In fact, they're related. That's his cousin. And they did this really cool jersey swap the first time that they faced off against each other. And SGA actually got the best of him in that game, scored 23 back in 2020. But Canada providing some incredible talent to the league the last few years.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Ingram against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Here's Williamson. Yep, that one goes.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Levine for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Levine's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a...
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
How about that Mobile One block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Green dishes to Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance going back to 1997?
I think the details, Kevin, really are the most incredible part of playoff basketball is how deep and how good you assess what it is the other team is bringing to the table. Their playbook then becomes something that you know quite well. You understand the matchups and the tendencies of your matchup, and that kind of level of detail is just incredibly impressive.
Back to Valanciunas. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And he comes up with the deuce.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Graham. To the middle, it's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Ingram outside. 11 feet away. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
At the line for one.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Lewis. That one doesn't go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Offensive rebound. Ingram outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. They shoot again. And it's Ingram missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Pelicans trail by 7. Hart kicks to Hayes. Back to Hart. Pass to Lewis. And here is Hernan Gomez. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Ingram against Green. Here's Hernan Gomez. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your...
Here's Lewis. No points in the game yet for him. Ingram deciding where to go with it. The wing jumper off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Vucevic is out there with Bradley. Then it's White. Then it's Jones. And it's Caruso in at the point.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Inside. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut to just one in the basket for Murphy.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Vucevic to the pass to Caruso. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Pass to Hayes. Who is outside. Back to Hayes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful. You got to love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun. So I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Valanciunas is checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Brandon Ingram. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Lewis. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
And it's good, 2 points. LaVine's got 4 points this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Murphy can't hit.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad you can't release that one on target.
That one good for 2. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
And that's exceptional body control from LaVine, contorting himself nicely for the contact and finish.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
LaVine against Murphy. Graham from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LaVine. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 9. Graham, the pass to Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Williamson. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Williamson's got 8 points.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing that.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Graham. And LaVine, here we go. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. LaVine has enough strength to convert there through the contact.
The Bulls making a switch here. Green's checked in. And the pass to Alexander Walker. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Here's Williamson. Ron Gomez trying to break free. Williamson with the bucket. 10 points for him.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Here's LaVine.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the distance.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back to the previous.
You see the strength Levine's added to his frame, allows him to fight through that physical D.
Pelicans trail by 14. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Graham, the pass to Alexander Walker. With the floater. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Levine with the slam.
Offensively, Levine is totally in the zone. Defense is having a hard time shaking him off his spots.
Graham, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Levine. Here's Graham. Banked in off the glass. Graham's got 4 points in the quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Chicago calls timeout. So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Ingram comes in for Alexander Walker. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Graham. The Bulls also changing it up. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Derek Jones comes in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Zach LaVine. And Ball slams it in.
I love these plays when Lonzo Ball shows you just how athletic he is.
Pelicans trail by 16. Ingram outside. Back to Lewis. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And Jones sends it back. Deep two from Ball. Misses off the left iron.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Ingram. They grab their own miss. Hernan Gomez passes to Ingram. Pass to Lewis. 4 on the clock. Another shot. Count that one. Lewis has got his first points in this one. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Here's Bradley. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 30 points and 1 rebound. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
Their passing was clearly superior. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They're getting a beat.
And that should do it with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Alexander Walker and Ingram share wing duty. And it's Graham in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5.
These are the kind of indications that the league is worried about if you're an opponent, and you love it if you're on his team. Zion taking over and doing damage.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Zach LaVine, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And a good free throw shooter who's really increased his volume over the years. LaVine with a lot of ways to beat you.
Here's LaVine. Finally, they hit one. Levine's got 34.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. What a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Bulls leading by 13. And Levine, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And we all know what an incredible athlete Levine is, using those physical tools to draw the defense's attention.
At the line for 2.
And so Levine nails both of them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the inside. Williamson dishes to Valanciunas. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
With how he can operate on the block and shoot it, Valanciunas is a tough matchup for most centers.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 15-point game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Loads it up for Williamson. An emphatic LU jam.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
And that one's good. Ingram's got 7.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
There's Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Graham driving inside. And he banks in the lane. 8 points for him.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Levine way outside. Off target with his 3.
But only the first miss of the second half. They come out here with authority.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult. But in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Pass to Valanciunas. Graham in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
For 3, Levine. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Murphy kicks to Graham. Passes it to Murphy. Williamson up top. He's guarded by Williams. Count that bucket. Williamson's got 16. Chicago calls timeout.
Chicago timeout call.
So for the Bulls, Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. Levine against Williamson. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 47 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
It's tipped. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
And no question, Levine has a talent for taking to the sky. And he'll show it off every chance he gets.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Bradley takes a three. Levine's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 12. Lewis outside. Down low. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Moves back up. Bradley finds Jones. Levine looking around, and he drives in, and good. He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Down by 12. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Hart. Now Valanciunas, guarded by Bradley. Unloads from 9. And the rejection by Bradley. Here's Levine to the wing on the left. Here's Caruso. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Caruso's got 6.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Zach Levine.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Brighton Levine on the wing. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
It's tipped. Lewis on top. Hayes the pass to Lewis. Now here's Hart. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Levine, here we go. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And that's big time from B.I.
Lewis Jr. with the assist.
Here's Levine. Again, what an avalanche.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You don't take it away from the court. Think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table.
Oh,
Zach Levine.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Graham dishes to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. That one falls.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Levine. From deep. Graham with the rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Graham with the ball. Hayes finds Ingram. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. And wow, hammering it in.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Here's Ingram. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Vucevic. Basket good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Chicago?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity, and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Levine. And another one falls.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
There's 1:38 left in the game. Graham, the pass to Ingram, and slammed up by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
For 3, Levine hands it from downtown.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Zach Levine.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Now here's Levine, defended by Hart. Now Levine, and Green launches it from deep, and they recover it. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. In the corner, it's Ingram. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Levine. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
Chicago ball. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Davis. Fires for 3. Dosunmu, shot's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Back to Satoransky. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
pavement.